Arcade Heroes.
Greetings, it's Adam with ArcadeHeroes.com, and I'm checking out Elevator Action Invasion Standard cabinet model. And here's the gun. I showed this with the DX model, but just taking another look. One oddity that I noticed about this at IAAPA and here was that little button on the side, which does not appear to do anything. But one nice change that exists between the model that I'd seen and this one, or the model I'd seen previously, the DX, and this one was what you just saw there a moment ago, which is the ability to choose between difficulties, easy or hard, and then the ability to choose a stage. And so I don't know if that's a difference between the DX and the SD models, or if that's just a permanent change that they've made to the software. That was one thing that I did not care for when I played this at IAAPA, was that just the difficulty was way too high. And so there would be instances where big enemies, like the IAAPA one, there was a helicopter where you had to shoot at the circular targets, but you could shoot them, and even if you were hitting them right on, not enough of them would disappear and the enemy would still hit you. It just wasn't fair and not very fun when it's like that. So those targets still exist here, but at least on easy difficulty they seem to go away a little bit faster, but there still are instances where you still seem to get hit even if you were shooting it fine. So maybe it's just more pronounced on the hard difficulty. But also being able to choose your stage is always a nice little thing. I mean, sometimes games are better when they just have you go through the full story from start to finish, but it's long been a thing to be able to choose your stage, as maybe sometimes you only got a chance to play one of the earlier stages before and you just want to try out one of the later stages now when you come across the game again, and so that's always a welcome touch. And otherwise the game, it plays like a light gun game. We don't have too many games these days where you're shooting human-like targets, although I believe in this game they're robots, and they seem to splatter greenish blood, or at least in the IAAPA version there was a lot more blood, or particularly green blood, flying about. In this one, I don't know if there was like a setting that they maybe adjusted where the enemies weren't splattering really anything and they just kind of disappear into a mist after they die. But, of course, this does have a little blood splatter when you get hit, which to me is a nice touch. I don't mind that at all. But, of course, I know some locations out there may. So the SD version, the main difference is that it doesn't have the real elevator doors opening and closing in front of it. But otherwise, it looks like the game's the same. So thanks for watching this one. We'll catch you on the next video.